Good morning, students. I am Mubarak, the faculty member of Social Science. Dear students, this year we have to learn three subjects in social science. First one, geography, civics, and history. Today we are discussing the first chapter of geography textbook. Again, show the geography textbook. This is the geography textbook. Okay, you can take the first page of geography textbook. You can see that the chapter number 1, resource. Dear students, you already learned the meaning of resource in previous classes. Can you tell the meaning of resource? Yes, resource means very simple. It is anything which satisfying human needs. For example, you all are attending online class. You are sitting in front of a laptop or a digital device. That particular device meeting the requirement of one person. That is, you have to attend the online class. That is your need. That need satisfying by this digital device. Another example, when I preparing for online class, I using laptop, mic, this kind of devices which satisfying my needs. That's why this mic, laptop, mobile phone, these all things a example of resource. It is meeting the requirement. That's why it is called resource. Then how do we define resource? Resource is anything which satisfying human needs. So we have to know the meaning of resource. Now a resource which carrying certain utility, certain value, sometimes it is economic value, then we can tell it is a resource. So resource carrying certain characteristics. First one, it is utility. Utility means use. It carries certain values and certain economic value also. So it is resource. So simply we can tell anything which satisfying human needs, then we can call it is a resource. Hope you understand the meaning of resource. Then this resource can be classified different category. Some resources are naturally available resource. For example, forest, air, water. These are naturally available one. We are not availing any technology to extract air, water, this kind of things. It is naturally available. We are not exploiting, we are not using any technology. So it is naturally available resource. Naturally it is drawing by the human beings. That's why it is the example of natural resource. Examples, water you can tell, forest you can tell, air you can tell. These all things example of natural resource. At the same time, some resources it made by human beings. Such kind of resources are called human made resource. For example, building, another one is aeroplane. This kind of things it is made by human resource. Human skill used and made certain resources. Such kind of resources are called human made resource. Another one, human resource. Human resource means human itself considering as a resource. That's why it is called human resource. Here you can see natural resource. Resource drawn from nature and used without modification is called natural resource. Then many of the resources are free gift of nature. So it is not made by human beings. It is free gift of nature. So it can be utilized directly from the nature. That's why it is natural resource. Another one, technology may not be needed to use natural resource in best possible way. So we don't need much technology to extract natural resources because it is naturally available in our surrounding. Then we are discussing different classification of natural resource. We are only taking natural resource and we are classifying that one. Okay, the natural resource can be classified on the basis of origin, on the basis of stock, on the basis of distribution of resource, and on the basis of level of development and use. Okay, let us discuss different types of natural resources. First classification, natural resource on the basis of level of development and use. First one, potential resource. Some resources are available in our surrounding, but we do not have been utilized yet. Did you understand? No, I know that. The thing is that some resources which is available in our atmosphere, in our surrounding, at the same time we do not have been fully utilized that resource. For example, you look to Gujarat, plenty of solar energy and wind energy available in Gujarat and Rajasthan. But we do not have been utilized that potentiality. So such kind of resource is called potential resource. We do not have been used. Potentiality is there, but we do not have been used. Such a resource is called potential resource. Then another one, actual resource. Actual resource means we know the quality and quantity of certain resources. It is well known resource and we have been used certain resources. For example, coal in India. We know the quality and quantity of coal deposit. Iron deposit in India. We know the quality and quantity of iron deposit. So it is well surveyed by Government of India. So it is a example of actual resource. So this is the two classification of natural resource on the basis of level of development. First one, potential resource. Potential resource, actually plenty of resources are available, but we do not have been used it yet. And second one, actual resource. We know the quality and quantity of resource and it is well developed, and at the present we are using certain resources. So let's say here you can see the explanation. Resources whose quantity is known and used present, it is called actual resource. For example, coal deposit in Germany. Another one is potential resource, resource whose quantity is not known and used in the future. So future we can exploit their resource, but at the present we are not have been used some resources. For example, wind and solar energy in India, especially Gujarat and Rajasthan. Then we can classify the natural resource on the basis of origin. On the basis of origin, the resource can be classified into two, biotic and abiotic. We know the meaning of biotic. Biotic means living things. Biotic resource means the living resources are called biotic resources. For example, plants and animals. Plants and animals actually living things. That's why it is an example of biotic resource. And some resources, it is not living things. For example, rock, minerals, soil. This kind of things do not have any life. Such kind of resources are called abiotic resources. So here what we discussed, First we discuss the meaning of resource. Resource means anything which satisfying human needs. That is called resource. Then we classified resource into different types: natural resource, human made resource, human resource. Then we took one type of resource, that is natural resource. Natural resource we can classify on the basis of different category. First one on the basis of development, potential resource and actual resource. Next one on the basis of origin, two types, biotic and abiotic resource. Okay, I think all topic is clear.